Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. This is me, Janani. Today's video is all about my yet another Aari work blouse. So it is all about Aari mirror work. So let's go and check the video. This is the front neck that we will be working on. I've just marked the neckline. We will start off with 2 chain stitches of zari thread, golden zari thread. Somehow I missed to take the back part, which I've already finished, but later in this video I'll show you the complete back part. Here I've completed 2 lines of golden zari thread. Next we will stitch up the sugar beads. For this I've taken the sugar bead needle or the bead loading needle. Working with sugar bead can be a little tricky. What you need to do is hold the thread tightly, the thread that you're holding down the fabric, right? That you need to hold it tightly, and your ring finger, our ring finger should push out the sugar bead out of the needle. Still you can see the beads are falling apart, but the perfection will come only by practicing. So we will complete this entire line of sugar bead and then we will add the antique golden beads. Number 4 golden beads I've taken. So I'm just stitching up 2 beads, 1 stitch, 1 chain stitch. You can see I've completed the antique bead line. Next line is to stitch the sugar bead line again, so that we will finish off. Once you finish the sugar bead work, next line is to add the piping thread. For this I've taken the piping thread, can you see? And I'm just adding the glue here in order to stick it. After sticking it, we will give a stitch over here so that the thread will not move. So we need to leave the thread to dry up and then only we have to stitch it. Can you see? I'm doing it with the normal hemming thread. We need to stitch this in the zigzag pattern. See, 1 chain on one end and the other chain on the other end. It is pretty easy. You can finish it off very easily. Once it is done, we will start off with the silk thread work, which is called the silk thread embossed piping work. So for this I've taken 2 strands of dark blue silk thread because my saree color is in dark blue. So in order to give a contrast look to the blouse, I'm using the dark blue silk thread. Here what we need to do, we need to stitch up simple chains in the slanting directions. So you start from one end, come to the other end, complete the chain, put a small lock chain, go back to the other end, complete the chain and put a small chain again. So this is what the pattern is. We need to work on this entire piping thread like this. So without any gap we will be doing it. Sometimes it tends to get messier. In that case we can always use the normal hemming needle and stitch up the silk thread in the slanting same positions. Yes, it will not make much difference. All we need is that our work has to be neat and tidy no matter how we do it. So here I've completed this, and after this we will add the sugar bead line. And here comes our hero. This is the mirror. So glass mirror I've taken. First we will stick it before adding the sugar line so that it will get dried up by the time we add the sugar bead line. Okay. We will just leave 1/4 inch space and we will just stick all these mirrors. And now we will stitch up the sugar beads through the entire neckline, and meanwhile the mirrors will get dried up. So this is how we can manage the time. This is the time management. This is how it will look after completing the border and sticking up the mirrors. Isn't it looking beautiful already? So this is how, before stitching up the mirror, we will stick the other mirror, that is the plastic mirror I've taken. So in between the 2 large mirrors we will stick the small mirrors. Same thing, once we work on the big mirror, the small mirror will get dried up. It's time to work on the big mirrors now, which is all dried up. So I've taken 2 strands of dark blue silk thread. So all we need to do here is to make a benzene ring. When was the last time you heard about this word benzene? Me, honestly, not after my school time. Yes, I was that bad at chemistry. So we need to make a hexagon basically. Make a long chain followed by a lock chain in the shape of benzene. So once you complete the first line, the second line should start just where it is ending. The first lock chain is ending You just start from there. So this is how we need to complete around 10 to 12 rounds so that the entire mirror will get embossed with the silk thread. Trust me, you'll enjoy doing this because this is the easiest than the other Aari works. So I've completed one mirror. So this is how it will look after 10 to 12 rounds. So just give a lock stitch and move on to the other mirror. In order to make it more beautiful, I'm just going to stitch a sugar bead line around the mirror work. So in a similar manner, just add 2 to 3 sugar beads, give a stitch and then complete the circle. This is giving more defined look to the mirror, right? So next we will move up to the small mirror. Here we will be doing another kind of stitch. It is called embossed mirror work. So here we will have to make a long chain, make a lock chain, come back. Where you have started the long chain, you need to put a lock chain. So this process have to follow the entire small mirror. It will give a beautiful embossed mirror work. We can always make any kind of designs out of our imaginations. Here I am keeping it very simple because these are my initial Aari works, so I don't want it to make it messy up. So this is just my simple work. These kind of mirror work blouses will go with any kind of peppy sarees or party wear sarees like Georgette sarees, chiffon sarees or lehriya sarees. This will give a grand look to that simple and soft sarees. I prefer to wear these sarees with one pleat. I don't like to pleat so that I can flaunt my sarees and blouse both. So this was just a one tip that I wanted to share. So I've just completed this mirror and similarly we will do the other ones. So this is the entire back look that you can see. This is the front portion and this is the sleeve portion. So if you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up. If you have any questions or doubts, please comment on the comment box. So I'll see you all in my next video. Tata, bye bye.